bring a little bit of nature inside. Adding a houseplant can bring beauty and warmth to a space, and my first guests say they can boost your mood too. Lauren, Barney, and Tayler McCrary are here, and the co-owners of Plants and Pages, and they are joining me and helping all of us on becoming a good plant parent with helpful steps to grow your own greenery indoors. Thanks for being here today. I think this conversation is a little bit scary, because I think we all have these common misconceptions maybe about growing our own plants versus buying some on Amazon. You know what I'm saying, right? But you guys are here to help us and learn a little bit more about the ease of houseplants. Break it down for us, Tayler. What do you think?
So we don't want houseplants to be scary, but understand that it can be intimidating, because you're like, I'm taking home this live thing, like, what if it dies?
What if it dies?
But if it dies, there's more, okay? So not the end of the world, but we are here to help you not have that happen. My favorite things about houseplants is obviously the aesthetic. Like, they help, I don't know, they boost your whole look. I've yet to find a space in my house where a houseplant doesn't make it look even better.
It's that pop of color as well that feels natural in your home, I think, for me especially.
Like green is welcoming, green is calm. I also love the benefits of they help clean your air. So like certain plants clean different toxins out of the air, but all houseplants help with air quality. I also love the mental health benefits of plants. So bringing houseplants into your space helps with just having like a habit, a ritual that you have something to take care of. So it can be almost therapeutic in a way, but they're also alive. So they can help with loneliness, they can help with depression, they can help just give you an overall serotonin boost in your life.
I didn't know this. This is amazing. It also gives you kind of that sense of purpose if you don't maybe are in a different phase of life. That sense of purpose seems like I have something
to wake up for.
Extra to care for. Exactly. What are some of, for us beginners in the room, what are some houseplants that we can kind of ease our way into? What can we not kill that easy?
There are honestly so many great beginner houseplants, and we brought some good friends with us today. So
tell us.
Snake plant over here, fabulous. Hard to kill.
Okay, great.
Pothos, trails, gives jungle vibes. It's gorgeous.
It is.
Split leaf philodendron, you might be more common with these. They're known as monsteras, so they'll get the beautiful splits going on in the leaves as they get more mature.
Okay.
Over here we have a spider plant. Super easy to propagate, so once the little babies get going, you can make multiple plants.
Okay, break down propagate for us.
Propagation is a whole thing, but basically what you can do is take apart one plant, make multiples. So spider plants are cool because you will actually be able to see little trailing babies come off of it. It'll look just like that, but miniature.
Wow.
So they'll be ready to go for a new plant.
All right.
Next to that, we've got our philodendrons. They also give similar vibes as pothoses, where they'll trail, they can climb, they've got big leaves once they get more mature. And peace lilies, while they do require a tiny bit more water than some of our other ones we brought today. They are still very beginner friendly because they're awesome communicators.
Okay, speaking of water, we do have a list on screen. I think these are good, especially if you are a beginner. These feel a little less intimidating to me. I'm glad that you brought up watering, because I feel like as someone who's maybe not as comfortable with houseplants, with even outside plants, right? How do we know when's too much water, when's not enough water? How do we know in our watering gauge? Because each plant is so different.
Yeah, so each plant, I guess my favorite thing about plants is they communicate with us. So each plant communicates different. Like the peace lily, who loves water, you basically can't overwater your peace lily. It's so dramatic. So when it's thirsty, it's full like full dead. But you water it and it bounces back up and looks like this within 24 hours again.
Okay.
So like great communicator, super dramatic, but like it tells you what it wants when it needs it. Versus like a snake plant here takes a little bit less water. I mean, honestly, can go months without water. So kind of if you're like, oh, I forget about watering my plants, like great option.
Desert plant.
Yeah. When it needs water, it can sometimes get a little squishy, or you'll start to see like wrinkles on them.
Oh, okay. We don't want a wrinkly plant.
Yeah, we don't want a wrinkly plant. That's not our vibe. Other things you can do, I mean, most of the time we're just sticking our fingers in our plants and just being like, are you dry, an inch or two down into the little liner.
Inch or two down.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
so
where
just
I'm
like
going
wiggle
wrong.
in. Yes.
Okay. I feel like I just touched the top and I'm like,
just
you got to get in there to see what the roots are doing.
Okay. Also, what's a moisture meter?
Okay, we brought one with us. This is so fun. I feel like this is a fun way to kind of make a a hobby for your whole family. So if you want to like include everybody, my kids are obsessed with this.
Love that.
But it's nice because it's kind of foolproof. You just kind of plug it into your dirt, and this little meter moves and tells you if it's dry, if it's moist, or if it's wet. So if you're in the red and you're dry, it's time to add some water. So it kind of just tells you, kind of just like a good way to guarantee it.
I've never heard of that. That's amazing.
Nice.
Okay, so yes, they're beautiful. Yes, they have benefits, but we also love a pretty plant. Where are you guys seeing these kind of show up in decorating?
I mean, you can really put them anywhere that you have light. They are living, right? And so the light is one of their food sources, just like the water is. So if you've got a spot that you're looking like, okay, I could add a little bit of greenery here, then our next step is, okay, what light source do I have? East and west facing windows will have a little bit more direct light throughout the day. But that doesn't mean you can't use plants in a room that has north or south. They'll just have more diffused light. So maybe we pick something that can tolerate lower light settings like pothoses. Fabulous for that. So is a snake plant. So kind of depending on where you're putting it in your house, then maybe we go and pick, all right, I've got a good spot. I know where I want it. Is it on a bookshelf? Do I want it to vine? Do I have space for it to crawl up something? Or am I trying to fill up a corner and I want height? Then we might pick something a little bit different.
Oh, your beautiful brains. Your beautiful plant brains. Really quickly, talk to me about repotting. We love a pretty pot.
Yes, the pretty pots are the best. Pots are kind of a fun way to bring in your aesthetic. So like what matches your house or what matches your personality. We usually look for plots that have like a drainage hole at the bottom, kind of nice for watering. But we also encourage just kind of leaving your plants in their little planter it came in. So you can kind of just find a pot that your planter fits in. This is kind of nice so you can take it out to then rewater it and you don't have to worry if it has that drainage hole. But if you are taking it out and your plant is ready to go, we're looking for room that's about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch bigger than the circumference of the top of your
bigger. So when you first get the plant, go ahead and keep it in its little
it has a little
plastic
acclimation period. It's adjusting to a new space, and so that way it can get used to it.
Guys, I love this. And then as we go bigger, right, we're gonna look for a little bit of a bigger pot, let the plant grow. Your beautiful brains, this is amazing. And if I am feeling still a little bit intimidated, you guys have a store I can come talk to you. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we are a book and plant store located in downtown Provo. We are located in a registered historic home, which is super cool.
Oh,
we got to do renovating with it. We have a living wall that you can go in and breathe in that plant room. But we also have different genres of books, bestsellers, our favorite books. So we love helping people pick out a plant that will work for their space. Come in and tell us about what you're looking at, but also a new read, too.
I love that. What a fun combo, a gorgeous building. You guys, you taught us a lot today. We're so grateful. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.